Dear friends and anyone who accidentally wandered in my channel, welcome. Today, I'm here to unravel an age-old mystery that has puzzled many. What's the real difference between leadership and management? And perhaps more intriguingly, why should we care more about becoming great leaders rather than just good managers? Let's dive in, shall we? Today, we embark on a journey to demystify two crucial concepts that often get tangled up in the corporate world: leadership and management. We're here to separate the wheat from the chaff, to understand what truly differentiates a leader from a manager, and to uncover why, in the grand tapestry of organizational success, leadership might just be the more critical thread. The Great Divide: leadership versus management. First off, let's clear the air about leadership and management. Imagine, if you will, a world where management is the backbone of any organization. It's the nuts and bolts, the cogs that keep the machine running smoothly. Management is about order, precision, and efficiency. It's the well-crafted schedule, the budget analysis, the methodical approach to solving problems. If we think of an organization as a clock, management ensures that every gear is oiled and every tick is on time. Leadership, on the other hand, is the soul of the organization. It's the magnetic force that draws people together for a common cause, the beacon that guides the ship through stormy seas. Leadership is about setting a direction, inspiring passion, and challenging the status quo. While management builds the clock, leadership tells us what time it is, and more importantly, what time it could be. So picture this: management is like being the best conductor of the world's most efficient train. Everything runs on time, tickets are checked, and the train is spotless. Leadership, on the other hand, is more like being the visionary who invents flying trains. Why stick to the tracks when you can soar through the skies? In simpler terms, management is about doing things right. It's the art of efficiency. It involves planning, organizing, and coordinating. Imagine a manager as a master chef in a kitchen, ensuring every dish is prepared to perfection, on time, and exactly as the recipe dictates. Leadership, however, is about doing the right things. It's the art of effectiveness. It's about setting the direction, inspiring your team, and asking, what if we add a secret ingredient to this dish? Leadership is about vision, innovation, and sometimes throwing out the recipe book altogether to create something extraordinary. A tale of two approaches. Let me tell you a story to illustrate this point. There was once a manager named Mike and a leader named Lara. Mike focused on ensuring his team met their sales targets. Every report was filed on time and every rule followed to the letter. Mike, our manager, is the epitome of efficiency. Under Mike's watch, the team was a well-oiled machine. Targets are not just met, they are checked off with military precision. His team's reports could win awards for their punctuality and adherence to guidelines. But the spark in their eyes had dimmed. Yet, despite this flawless execution, there is an unmistakable air of monotony and disengagement among his team members. They were efficient, yes, but they weren't inspired or particularly happy. Lara represents a different paradigm. She doesn't start with targets or reports. She starts with people. Lara invests time in understanding who her team members are, their strengths, their dreams, and their fears. She paints a vivid picture of what the future could look like and positions their daily work as steps towards this grand vision. She inspired them with a vision of what they could achieve together, far beyond just meeting sales targets. Mistakes are not just tolerated, they are celebrated as learning opportunities. Lara encouraged innovation and risk-taking. Under Lara's leadership, the team doesn't just function, it flourishes. Sure, not every idea was a home run, but the team was engaged, motivated, and most importantly, they were happy. They were not only meeting their targets under Lara's leadership, they were exceeding them and redefining what success looked like. They are not just colleagues, they are crusaders for a cause, and their achievements reflect this shift in perspective. Why leadership often trumps management. This brings us to a critical question. Why does leadership often have a more profound impact than management? The answer lies in the human element. Humans are not cogs in a machine. They are complex beings with emotions, aspirations, and a deep-seated need for purpose and connection. Leadership speaks to these needs. It transforms mundane tasks into parts of a larger journey. It builds communities instead of teams, and it turns challenges into opportunities for growth and learning. Now, don't get me wrong, management is crucial. Without good management, organizations would descend into chaos. We need order, structure, and efficiency to survive. But to thrive, that's where leadership comes into play. Leadership injects the soul into the skeleton that management builds. It's what turns a mundane task into a mission, a group of individuals into a team, and challenges into opportunities. Good management ensures stability and predictability, but great leadership propels organizations into the future. It fosters innovation, resilience, and a culture where people feel valued and inspired. In an era marked by rapid change and uncertainty, the ability to adapt and innovate is not just an advantage, it's a necessity. Leadership equips organizations with the vision and agility to navigate these waters. Leadership is about influence, about being the kind of person others choose to follow. And this influence doesn't come from your title or your ability to enforce rules. It comes from your vision, your empathy, and your courage to pave a new path. Embracing leadership in our lives. So, how do we become more like Lara and less like Mike? First, understand that anyone can be a leader. You don't need a fancy title or a corner office. Leadership starts with a mindset shift. It begins the moment you decide to inspire rather than instruct, to listen rather than dictate, and to empower rather than control. Remember, the essence of leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. It's about making a positive impact on the lives of others and leaving a legacy that lasts beyond your tenure. So, how do we embrace leadership in our own lives? It starts with a shift in perspective. See yourself as a leader, regardless of your title or position. Leadership is not confined to the top echelons of an organization. It's a force that can emanate from anywhere. Begin by leading yourself with integrity, vision, and compassion. Then extend that leadership to others by inspiring, empowering, and listening to them. Remember, the essence of leadership is not wielding power over others, but empowering others to unleash their full potential. In conclusion, as we conclude, remember that while management is indispensable for operational success, leadership is what transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. Let's not forget that while management is about dealing with complexity, leadership is about dealing with change. It's what inspires people to achieve more than they ever thought possible. In a world obsessed with efficiency and productivity, let us not forget the power of vision, inspiration, and human connection. In today's fast-paced world, where change is the only constant, leadership is not just important, it's essential. So, as we part ways today, I challenge you to think about the kind of impact you want to make. Do you want to be remembered as the manager who kept the train running on time? Or do you want to be the visionary who inspired others to build flying trains? Ask yourself, What kind of legacy do I want to leave? Am I content with keeping the clock ticking, or do I want to be the one who sets the time for a new era? The choice is yours. And remember, the journey to great leadership begins with a single step. Let's take that step together towards a future where we lead not just with our minds, but with our hearts. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of leadership and management. And remember, the sky is not the limit, it's just the beginning.